Hey guys, so today I have my niece here and I just wanted to show you a quick look at her natural hair because we're getting ready to do a sleek ponytail and I've been getting some questions in the comments asking or saying that her hair is permed or that her tech something about her texture or whatever. But I just wanted to show you guys that her hair is all natural and all I do is make sure to do a really nice silk press prior to my sleek ponytails. So that's how I'm able to get her hair to be nice and straight. She is still all natural. There is no perm and her texture is, I'm not sure what it is, but it's still curly and stuff. So yeah, today I'm doing a sleek ponytail and I've had this floral kind of leafy design in my head for a while, so I kind of just had to get it out on a canvas. And this is what I'm doing right here is I'm basically trying to make the braids look like a plant or like a leaf by using the stitches and the shape and stuff like that. And then I'm going to bring it into a sleek ponytail. So what I'm doing is a lot of parting, a lot of going back and forth. Again, this is something I haven't seen done. Well, I've seen braids like this, but not, this style per se. So I am just moving around the parts a lot, just trying to figure out what makes it look how I want it to look. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to sleek the sides down and I'm going to go ahead and braid this. I'm going to be very intentional about my stitching because the stitching is what makes this braid look like a leaf or like some type of plant. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So at each turn, I'm going through and I'm stitching, stitching, stitching. So every now and then I can use my comb to assist me as I'm going, but I'm just getting back here, and in a few moments, we're going to take a brief commercial break because this video is brought to you by Temu, and I wanted to show you guys some cool stuff that I got from Temu. So we'll be right back. Temu gave me $165 to shop their website and said that I would be impressed by what I could buy, so I said say less and went to work. The first item I picked out was a hair straightener for $13. I've never seen anything like it, so I wanted to try it, but I'm not putting anything cost $13 straight from the box on my hair. So I did a little test run with some clippings that I had, and once I saw that it wasn't burnt to crisp, I decided to try it on my hair and I was impressed. This iron is 400 degrees and I'm running my hands across it like it ain't nothing, and that's wild. I wouldn't recommend it for a silk press, but most definitely for a blowout look. Next item I believe every mom should have, and it's a mini car vacuum. With two kids in and out, my car is always a mess, and this vacuum definitely comes in handy if I have to do a quick little cleanup for a passenger or just not to have my car looking a mess all the time. It picks up all the little dirt and even have a small brush for getting in all the little nooks and crannies. Then we have a 3-in-1 wireless charger. Since I started working out this year, I need to make sure that my Apple Watch and my AirPods stay charged up. And for $13, this is an easy way to do it all at once. I've been dying to get these lights and wasted no time adding to cart. I plan on putting these all over my house, but today I'm starting with the laundry room. I can't believe these are $4 a piece and they are motion sensor and rechargeable. Now this one you can thank my hubby for. He wasted no time telling me to add this because I needed it. Another item I do believe every woman should have in their vehicle, a little tip I learned is you can always find your car tire PSI info on the driver's side door, and just for $18, it saved me a trip to Wawa and got my car up to the correct PSI. Don't forget to recharge after use. Now, y'all know I'm Bob the Builder in my spare time, and one thing I'm always in need of is a tape measure. But this isn't just any old tape measure. It also has a laser for long distance measurements and is very accurate and very much needed. This LED face mask I've been seeing all over and wanted to give it a try, and it's only $21, so why not? I can't tell y'all how many times I needed a quick stitch and didn't even know this existed, and just for $7 at that. I got a crook in my neck every other month, and at this point, I'm trying any new pillow I find. And why pay Tempur-Pedic prices when I could pay Temu prices? One thing we're always looking for is a nail clip, and this little kit is cute and it's going to keep it together for us. At this point, I'm just throwing stuff in the cart, and this is just $1.98 to wrap my hair with before I wash my face. Now, I did not know they sold clothes like that, and so I decided to throw these cute little dress pants in the mix, and as you can see, the fit is super cute. I really like these pants, y'all. The last item is a car seat organizer, and I still can't believe all these items came up to less than $165. Yes, Temu, I am impressed. First-time users get a free item when you click the link in description and download the Temu app, and all users get a $100 coupon bundle when you click the link or use the codes provided in the description box. Okay, guys, we're back. Yeah, so I'm gonna part through, and as I'm going, I'm still trying to figure out this style. I'm still trying to get it out my head. I've already seen that I might have messed up a little bit, but we're gonna find a way to fix it. So I'm curving the hair, and I'm just doing these braids on one side of her head, you guys, because I've really been trying to make my sleek ponytail kind of like bridesmaid-esque. I want them to be utilized in beautiful forms. So I've just been trying to figure out what styles can I do or incorporate braids into different styles and to still make them look pretty and feminine and just really nice. So this was the idea for these braids, and I decided not to put any type of added extensions in the braids because I really wanted the braid to be kind of small and for the stitches to show. So that's why I didn't add anything. And I knew I needed to do something with the end of these braids, and I didn't want them to be too big. So now the parting, again, like I said, I'm trying to part it like almost like leaves. And then once I go in, I'm molding it up into the center. And then once I go in, I just kind of braid it with the stitches. And the stitches are supposed to kind of be like the little texture of the leaves and stuff. You guys know, you see it. And stitching can most definitely be tedious, and it does add some time to your braiding process. But at the end, it does look great. So if you can involve stitching into your braids, I would highly recommend doing so. They just look so much better. Okay, so now that I've finished this braid, and this is going to be kind of like the center of the head where the ponytail will be. Now I have to figure out how the heck am I going to get the end of that first braid to meet up. And so I decided to kind of make it like a little tail and just carry it around. And again, I can already see some problems afoot that we're going to be talking about and just kind of how to fix them or how to make it look good. But then I'm going to unravel this hair right here, and then I'm just going to braid it going across because this is pretty much the only way I can get the tail end of that first braid to come all the way back. So now this is the issue right here. I didn't plan this out properly because then again, I'm trying to get something out of my head. But that braid to me just immediately looked too small, but I was already too far in to start over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to braid it anyways and then just see how it looks, and then I might end up changing it later on. And as you can see, it just kind of looks a little awkward, but we're going to end up fixing that later on. But honestly, this is where I was supposed to stop, but then I just decided to add one more braid in because those three just didn't look, complete. So I decided to add one more braid in. So I went ahead and curved part that out. I found a perfect spot within those two braids to, make that leaf look that I was, trying to accomplish in each braid. And so I parted that out, and now I'm going to braid it. So again, I'm taking my time to do my stitches. All right, so I decided to unravel that because I need to give it some depth or, it just looked a little awkward. So I ended up putting like some more hair at the back under the ears right there. As you can see, if you didn't notice before, it was just a thin strip, but now it's a little bit thicker. So now we're going to drop this braid down and in the middle of that and just bring it back up. And that was the best way I knew how to kind of fix it. But again, it's kind of off but it still comes together really well. However, you can tell that that braid is the odd one out. And here I'm just looking, criticizing, wondering what I should do. But then we just decided to finish it off. And some of you guys might look at this and be like, I don't see anything wrong with it. But that's where like perfectionism comes in and, wanting everything to be how you envisioned it. But now I'm going to go in with a sleek ponytail. And again, you guys, I'm using some beeswax that I got from the store. I don't know how it's so smooth because a lot of you guys been asking me like, did I warm it up? I did not have to warm this beeswax up, but it's fresh out the bottle and it just came out soft like this. I don't know if this is how they're making it now. I don't know if I got an off-brand one. I know it's the Murray's beeswax. So that's how it's soft. And now I'm going in with the got to be glued spray. Once I polished out the beeswax and I've molded it, and the spray now is, to top it off and make sure everything is nice and smooth. Now I'm going to use rubber bands and kind of tie these because we're going to be doing them in layers. Okay, guys, so now I'm layering it and I'm putting the beeswax in there little by little. I'm going to smooth it back and then I'm going to spray the got to be glue on it. And you always want to do your sleek ponytail in layers. And one thing about this style, I'm going to show you guys a difference between how the back is done and how this front part is done. So here at the front, I kind of made a grave mistake of not adding my beeswax to the front because, sometimes you just hear people say, oh, you're adding too much. So I didn't end up layering my beeswax. I kind of put it on top. But this is what makes a huge difference with just not doing your regular technique and doing what you know works best and trying to please the masses. But I didn't layer the beeswax, and you can tell a huge difference in how the sleek ponytail lays because I was not able to mold the sleek ponytail at all. Now, when the beeswax is used and it's layered and it's used in layers, you can basically make the hair go wherever you want it to go. But if you skip that step and you just spray the got to be glued sprayed on it, you're going to have a very difficult time, which I did, trying to mold this ponytail to where I wanted to go. It would not go where I wanted it to go because I skipped that step at the top. As you guys can see, I kind of put a beeswax on the top, but I didn't put it on the bottom and layered it. And so I'm brushing for days, y'all, trying to get this sleek ponytail to be sleek, and at the end of the day it didn't, because y'all, as you can see, there's little cracks up there. The point of a sleek ponytail is for it to look just like unattainable, like the hair needs to, those cracks that you're seeing right now at the top, you notice there's no cracks at the bottom, but there's cracks at the top, which mean you can kind of see the scalp, or you're seeing hair you're not supposed to see. That's because I didn't layer it with the beeswax. This is why we use it. Yes, it is difficult to come out. It is, but there are ways to get it out. And if they want this style, this is just how it's done. So if you don't want to have to deal with taking it out, don't get this style. Or just use the got to be glue, but you're gonna have some cracks in your head. And it's not gonna look super smooth. So now I made two ponytails with her bun because we want this to be super thick. So I'm gonna wrap up this ponytail first, and then I'm gonna wrap up the other one, and then we're going to wrap them all in one, and it's going to be super thick. And this also makes it easy to do certain braid styles like fish braids and stuff like that when you have two separate ponytails. So yeah, this is a easy way to make the ponytail thicker if that's what your aim is. So if I did only one ponytail braid and I just wrapped it up, I probably wouldn't be able to fit a whole two pack in her hair. I would probably maybe be able to fit one, maybe one and a half. But we wanted this to be super full, so that's why we did two separate ponytails. And then once we braid up on both of them, then we use the end and just kind of braid all around the entire thing just like this. All right, so now I'm basically at the last turn. And sometimes when I get the top, I turn maybe a few times on top of each other. And then I take a little string at the end and just kind of tie that around. And now I'm pulling some hair from the back. It has to be a decent amount because you're going to be using that to kind of cover all the tracks and do that, that little ponytail thing that everybody does, is just kind of wrapping it around so that it hides the track and just holds that ponytail in place. And I'm spraying got to be glue sprayed on it as I turn it because I do want it to be stiff. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. You have to be careful at this part because the glue does change color, so you don't want to like have the glue in the wrong way or have too much glue. So now I've gotten to the front, and I'm just gonna swoop it, give it some baby hairs, and then I'm gonna show you guys the final take on it. And let me know what you guys think. Y'all can eat me up if y'all want, but I do think it still turned out great. It's different, but you guys know how I feel about that one braid on the ear, so y'all don't even have to tell me. And then those cracks in the ponytail, but it's good so I can show you guys why I do the things that I do, and why, certain advice that you guys give people will not work. So just let us do what we do. I'm not purposely damaging anything, or we work together. This is my niece. Like, I'm not purposely doing anything. As you can see, her hair is growing and it's flourishing, and I've been doing it for a while. So yeah, so this is the ponytail. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you would even try this. I do love the leafy details. I love how sleek the ponytail is and how full it is at the back. And again, she is not a child. I know she looks small and cute, but she is about to be, I think, 25 this year. So please stop saying she's a child and she's too young for this style in the comments and all that. Is not necessary. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.